Hello everyone. So I thought I'd make a video on self-sabotage because that was a big one for me. I spent most of my life hurting myself and thinking it was actually a good thing. And as I began on my healing journey and started to understand it more, I concluded that when I hurt myself, I would be loved. And that was running the show. Anytime I started to love myself and be good to myself, I would sabotage it. Not consciously, it just seemed like the vibration didn't match what I was used to. And I did that dance for many years of going up and down and up and down, and it was exhausting. I literally exhausted myself, and I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. As hard as I tried, the more difficult it became, and that's true with anything. The harder we try, the more difficult it is, and practicing new vibrations, until our system gets adjusted does take a lot of conscious effort at the beginning. And it's really important to stay with that because the automatic response, the conditioned response that we've accustomed to from little kids and what we thought would get us love runs the show. You see a lot of people out there who might be angry or upset, and probably they learned as kids if they're angry and upset, then they get attention, and that runs the show. And so part of healing is to recognize that. We all have our shadow aspects, and if we don't acknowledge what's going on within us, we're going to project it onto others and label them and identify them with the things that we haven't made peace with within ourselves. And I see a lot on Facebook about, stay away from negative energy and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, if that serves you, that's great. But I'd also encourage you to look at, if you're seeing it, then there's a part of that's in you. There's no way that we see outside of us what we don't have within us. And what I see when I see people who are, quote, hating or angry or whatever, I don't call them haters or angry people. I see them as little children saying, please love me. Please love me. That's all. We're really, whatever our actions are doing, the bottom line is saying, please love me. And whether it be like, hey, I'm doing something great, or hey, I hate this shit, this sucks, blah, 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 or whatever, that all that is a cry out for love. And that's one thing that I've learned about my journey, and recognizing that within myself when that's happening, and how can I comfort that little one in me who is scared, who's even excited, whatever it is. Loving is always the healing. To me, it's the magic potion. And a lot of us live in our heads. We try to figure things out. We try to control. We label. Blah blah blah. We do all that stuff, and that's all thinking, and that's great. Our minds serve a purpose. They get us in far in certain areas. In other areas, they can really hurt us. So it's really important to be aware. Hey, what, this is going on in my mind, but what's really going on in my heart? What is my heart saying? And that's where I move constantly, because whenever I'm judging, there's some part of me, some aspect of me that I am not acknowledging within myself. And it's natural. The mind judges. That's just what it does. It's natural. I'm not saying that I am free from judgment. I just catch myself in the moment when I'm doing it against myself or another person, and finding out, hey, what's going on inside of me? What is that part of me that wants to judge? What does that part of me need? And that's how we become whole, and that's how we connect more with our sisters and brothers. There are no good or bad people. We're all on this journey together. We're all learning and growing together. And like I said, we've all been conditioned in certain ways, and whatever we were conditioned to get love, that continues to drive our behavior until we acknowledge it. We sit down with that part of us, let that part of us know it's okay, that it doesn't have to act in that way, or it can act in that way. For instance, for me, being happy wasn't a good thing, so I would sabotage that every time, and I realized that, yeah, you know what, it's okay to be happy, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to feel whatever I'm feeling. And that's really important to me. I'm not saying that that's important to you. You don't have to agree with anything I'm saying. There's no reason to agree with anyone says. It's just really, it's just be open to ideas that come forth. It's all information. Whatever comes through me or any other teacher or friend or family member or whatever, it's all information. It's all information. Take what you want and leave the rest, because deep inside what's right for you. And I just offer what has helped me, and I want I want all beings on earth to be free to live in their alignment, to be free who they were created to be, and to be happy, to be enjoy this lifetime. And yes, I mean, happy, sad, whatever, just to embrace all your feelings and to really honor the beautiful divine being you are. So that's my video, and I hope it inspired you in some way. I will talk to you soon. I love you.